Hey, I just wanted to take a moment and thank you for watching the messages that I have posted from Evangelist Tom Williams. I know that they are convicting and powerful. I believe the next one, I think it's the next one, is really one that really got to me, and it's so dynamic. It is so challenging. It is so convicting. Make sure, if you're married, make sure your wife listens as well. Please, though, no fights. No fights during the messages. No fights afterwards. All right? So it's powerful stuff. The next one should be posted up by Saturday night, I'm hoping. So make sure you look forward to seeing that. I'll post it as a premiere, and so you'll know in advance when it's going to be available to listen to. I just wanted to give you a tidbit of something that I heard Dr. Williams teach once, or not teach, but part of his testimony. And it was so dynamic. And I don't believe that what I'm going to tell you now is a part of the messages that I'm posting now. But let me just share it with you. It's about when he became, he knew that he was called into the ministry. He knew that God had wanted him to become an evangelist. You know, we all do we all do this. We think, we say, God has called me to preach, or God has called me to pastor, or God has called me to be an evangelist, or whatever. And then we do this. We go out and we try to reach people. We try to advertise ourselves, however you want to do it. You want to put your resume on a Baptist preacher website, or you want to make a YouTube video, or you want to post something on Facebook about it. There are certain pages on Facebook about people who are looking to preach and to pastor and so forth, and you'll see posts on there. Hey, I've been in the ministry 5 years, and I've done this, and I'm looking to pastor, and so forth and so on. Now, I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with any of that. I'm not saying it's wrong at all, but it's interesting to me the way that Brother Williams did it. When he felt that God had called him into evangelism, what did he do? Who did he contact and tell about it? Who did he reach out to get advice about how to go about it and how to get meetings and so forth? You know who he went to? He didn't go to anybody. Now, when he felt God had called him, he was married. Now, I don't remember if they had children. They probably did. I don't remember for sure. But he said, God's called me to be an evangelist. He told his wife, God has called me to be an evangelist. What are you going to do? She says. I'm going to wait. If God has called me into evangelism, God is going to open the door. And that man sat there, and it went on for quite a while with no meetings because nobody knew. He didn't reach out to brother so-and-so or whatever, or post an ad on Facebook. They didn't have Facebook then, but whatever they would have had, a newspaper ad or whatever. He didn't do anything. He said, if God wants me in evangelism, God is going to make that telephone ring, and he's going to get me a meeting. And according to what I remember, and it's been quite a few years since I've heard him say this, but he said it got pretty tight in the Williams household. The refrigerator was running out of food, and the money was almost gone. They were stepping out by faith, and that's what he did. And it got down to almost nothing in the house. And probably the wife was getting a little concerned about it, And so finally, though, the phone rang. And some preacher called him up and said, Brother Williams, would you like to come and preach a meeting for me? And that started it. He never stopped till the day he died. He never went out to anybody. Now that is a testimony. Wow. If God's called us to do something, to preach or pass, why are we always asking people about it? If God did it, God will provide. But we don't do that. We don't do that. Brother Williams did. That's what makes him so unique and special. And that really stood out to me. And it's convicting even to think about it now. About things in my own life that I didn't do those kind of things. And it's something else. What a man of faith. A man of faith. So thank you for watching his message, or not watching, but listening to his messages. And stay tuned for this next one. It is a doozy. Make sure you don't miss it.